Natasha Castle's live from the Primavera Online High School Lounge, and I was so excited when I found out that my very first interview of 2016 was going to be with Andra Day.
Oh,
How
I'm
are
the
you
first.
doing?
That's
You are the
good.
first,
Oh,
yes.
that's great. I'm good. I'm great. I'm happy to be here.
And I got to tell you, I literally like screamed the first time I saw your commercial with Stevie Wonder. I was like, not only, I was like, because I didn't know that, I was like,
Yeah.
do people know about Andra Day? And then you just came up, and I was like, that is amazing. Tell me about your experience working with Stevie or meeting him.
It was crazy. I mean, the commercial itself was an amazing experience. It was with him and with his family. And so, as warm as it looks on TV, that was actually the environment where we were shooting. The whole, directing and production staff, everybody was very cool. But the first time I met Stevie was actually a phone call because he's really actually kind of who discovered me. And so it was actually a woman named
That's
Kylie.
beautiful.
Yeah, and she played it for him and he loved it. And she played a clip of me singing for him and he loved it. And so they got in touch with me, figured out a call. And so he called me and we just talked about
What was
writing.
the clip of you singing?
It was, I was singing in front of like a storefront in Malibu, and it was just like, yeah, right, just like a little store opening, like a strip mall, a small thing, and I just sang, and so she played him the clip, and he liked it, and we talked, and we didn't work together at that time, but like a year later, maybe year and a half later, he introduced me to the producer that I did the album with. So it's been kind of a journey, but the Apple commercial came through Apple, and they just had Stevie in mind and me in mind as well too. So that actually just kind of came back around full circle. It was really cool how it worked out.
And it's a Christmas one. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
warm all over. I just get so happy.
And I love that song. I'm
That
a fan of the
song,
song too. The
everything.
lyrics are, it's so joyful, and then you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, this is real.
And
This
you're
is
doing it
really
with
real.
Stevie.
Yeah, it was
it's
amazing.
even more joyful.
Yeah.
What did you learn from working with him?
You know what? I think just his level of, I don't know if professionalism, I mean, he's very professional. His level of professionalism is amazing. His execution and his passion, he doesn't lose
artistry.
his passion at all. And so it's like, we'll be sitting there working, recording, and he'll take time to just start playing around on the piano or on the arpeggi or on anything. And he's just a master of all of them. But he still has that musicians just drive to just play and touch whatever is around them. And so it's really like, and it just, he's had a lifelong career that we've all
It's legendary.
been inspired,
like, whatever,
right? Exactly.
Stevie Wonder. It's
And
nothing.
we all make music because of the stuff that he did, and he hasn't lost that kind of childish,
That love for it,
and
the
that
hunger.
love for what he does, So it's a joy to be around him, actually. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Obviously, he inspires you, and you have such a classic sound, like in background and your taste in music and what you do. Tell me about. I always like to ask people who made you fall in love with music. Like, who was the influence in your life that kind of like.
I think it came in periods. I mean, for me and what I do and what I love, Billie Holiday, Nina Simone, Dinah Washington. I love her voice. Ella Fitzgerald, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, like amazing jazz vocalist. But like really early on, before I was even exposed to jazz, was like the big, Whitney Houston's, Patti LaBelle's, the huge powerhouse voices, Celine Dion, Aretha Franklin's, like all of those real belters I've always loved. And then I discovered jazz, once I was like about 11 years old. And that's when I heard kind of Billie Holiday's voice on Strange Fruit, or like Nina Simone, I Put a Spell on You, and or Don't Smoke in Bed. It just kind of crept through the speaker, and it was like something so different, and that's what kind of drove me to do what it is that I do now. So, and
Was there like someone in your family that kind of introduced you?
It's funny. My parents didn't listen to jazz. So, my father listened to jazz, but not the kind of jazz that I listened to.
Because it's impressive for an 11-year-old to really
Well, I went to a performance art
jazz.
school. Right.
I
just
love
choose jazz.
Who are you?
I'm
just,
But my grandfather on my mother's side, my grandfather and my grandmother on my father's side loved jazz, which I didn't know about till I was older. And I went to performance art school, so we studied jazz vocal performance. I had a musical theater teacher there who put me on to Billie Holiday, and that's when I was like, I thought he was talking about a man. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check him out. He was like, haha, okay, go ahead, right? But
You ain't gonna find him.
right. Yeah, you won't find him. Yeah, right. And so once I discovered, those singers, it was just, it was from there on. I was like, this is what I want to do, So
That's beautiful. Tell me about your upcoming projects.
Well, we just released the album just a few months ago, and so we're, starting to tour with that. We started tour at the end of February. It's a headlining tour, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to incorporate some songs from the album that we haven't been performing in shows yet. We're going to incorporate those, and and figure out some creative way to do maybe like a few covers to work them into the songs. I have a tour coming up with Leon Bridges, which I'm really looking forward to.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love Leon.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And it's perfect. It kind of just works well with you guys.
Domestic and a European tour. And so I'm really, musically, it would just be a very, enjoyable place to be in for me. So that's coming
I can
up.
just imagine you guys just grooving out together. I would love to be a fly on that wall.
The first time actually that we met was last year in January at Sundance when we did a Nina Simone tribute there at the film festival. And so that was the first time I had heard about him, knew about him or anything. And I just remember him opening his mouth and I was thinking to myself, what's that? I was like, who is that? Who's that over here?
What's going on?
Who's that? Right, yeah. So no, he's incredible, and then so just been supporting ever since, mutually supportive, and then so the tour kind of just made sense, naturally.
That's awesome. So I was being a creep looking through your YouTube comments.
I'm that same way.
I was like, sometimes the comments are hilarious.
Insta stock,
and then before you know it, about like your friend's cousin's aunt going on. Like, what am I doing?
What you liked 2 days ago.
Right, and it's accidental.
Right.
I was reading some of your YouTube comments. I saw one of them was kind of cool. Somebody said that you look and sound like a mixture of Adele with Rihanna.
Yeah, I've heard a lot. So I
was like, oh,
right, yeah,
okay,
I can see that. Right, yeah. I get that I look like Rihanna. I get that I sound like Amy Winehouse. I get like
it's like a mixture of all of it.
I get Eartha Kitt. I get all of those things. So I'm like, hey, keep it coming.
Is there anything crazy you ever heard about yourself, or you're like,
like in comparison wise,
or just I guess voice comparison, all that stuff? You're like, oh, great, sorry.
I was like in Target or something, or I can't remember. I was Target or Walmart or something like that. Somebody comes up to me, they're like, you look like Halle Berry. I'm like, you didn't even try. I would love to. It would be fantastic, but you didn't try. You didn't even.
That's happened to me before. I'm like, really?
Right.
We got the same skin color. Is this
maybe
why?
It's like the hair. You know what I mean? But I'm like, with me, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you didn't even try, Or like, you look like Beyonce. I'm like, not even close. I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right?
But no.
It's not. And I'm just going to go be disappointed now and you can walk away with that compliment.
You just really tell me about your personal style.
I'm
obviously it's very classic.
Yeah, I love yours too. That's why I was looking at your hair.
I had to come with it. I was like, I can't interview Andra and not have some.
You look fantastic.
Eyeliner or lipstick and whatnot.
I love the hair. I'm
Thank
like
you.
that is like when it just reminds me of the whole Betty Boop or Dorothy Dandridge. Small kind of coif style. Right? I love that. Right. But no, I am very mid-century obsessed. So I love the.
Has it always been like that?
I think it's been like that for a while. In high school, I loved it too, but I wasn't brave enough to actually wear.
It is a brave, no.
You have to, because people were already like, you dress funny, So I'm like, incorporate that would be crazy, but I loved it. I would see just the kind of rockabilly style. I would see a lot of these girls at car shows. My dad would take us to, and I would see the hair pinned up in these little victory rolls or the bouffant or the bumper bang, and I was just like, God, they look so cute, and the type of music I listened to with jazz was very much of that era, that style as well too. And then I really love Lucille Ball, just her work, her style, her charisma, everything about her. And so all of that's kind of sort of accumulated into this.
You're like, it came into this
tacky mess you see
no,
here.
No. It's like the easy go-to. I was like, would it be too much if I wear a scarf on my head today?
I would have loved. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That would have been fantastic.
I really considered it.
I'm not the person who's like, ew, we have on the same thing. I'm like, oh, we're twins, and someone else is walking away.
I'm the same way.
She has on my dress. You know what I mean?
Is it too much?
No, heck no. I would have loved that. Next time we have to do it.
I'm gonna keep it chill. Next time when
next time we'll coordinate. Yeah.
On tour with Leon Bridges.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Fully dressed.
I'm like
fully
dressed.
I'm
like,
yeah.
Won't be my sister.
Right.
Won't be sisters though.
Right.
Won't be sisters though. Shout out to Andra J. stopping by the Live 1015 Primavera Online Lounge. Thank you so much. Make sure to look out for her project and the tour coming soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.